Hey guys, Conflict again, and I kind of wanted to make another video. I know I never do this, but I'm just going to talk about like my band experiences of who I've met and seen. And before I do that, I'm going to show you guys my wall. I know I have to put them closer together, so don't judge. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Some Anthem made, some PTV autographs, my Degrassi autographs, my sister's Glee poster, and just like a whole bunch of like band things. I don't know if you guys saw that all, but yeah. Here's all of them. No, we have like 7 Kelly Coin autographs, or like 8, because of Anthem made. But on April, I think it was like April 10th? April 8th. I saw Sleeping with Sirens, Abandon All Ships, Secrets, and Conditions. And we were trying to get closer to the stage, like, and my cousin was by the bar, and Xander from Secrets was licking her face. And then all the band members were buying her drinks, so she was partying with the bands while we were trying to get closer. She's telling us to look at our phones, and she's sending us pictures with the bands. And then we ended up meeting Martin Broda, and we got pictures with him, and he signed our boobs and our pants, which was pretty sweet, not gonna lie. And we got pictures with him, and then he said he had to go, so...
Just making chopsticks for me.
You're in the video, stop.
I'm sorry.
And...
I love you. You love me.
I love you.
Are you sure?
Kiel, stop.
You know you love me. Block me on Twitter, you whole bag.
I'll talk about that.
Unblock me, please.
Okay, I will if I'm done. Stop.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. That was my sister. I'll be talking about her later. But yeah, and then like as I said in my Q&A video, that these chicks were talking about seeing Kella naked while me and my sister were standing by the bathrooms. That was just right there. And the girls were just talking about seeing Kella naked, and Justin passes us, and they said, and my sister Michaela was like, Justin, hi, and he waves to us, and the girls are like, what the hell? And then they look at us, and they glare at us. I'm like, I think they're only there to see Kellen, apparently, so I'm pretty sure they didn't know who Justin was. And then after the show was over, we went outside to wait for the bands to pass us, and then we ended up meeting Secrets, and Xander winked at me. He signed my pants, met the whole entire band, super nice guys. Their screams were sick live. If you get to see them, please do it. Heard they were going to be at Warped, so maybe if they're there, you'll get to see them. And then we went back by the venue, and we waited for other band members, and then Justin and Jack came out, and they were gonna smoke a cigarette, and they were like, Justin, can we get an autograph? And they said, yeah, sure. So then we got autographs, and we got pictures of them signing us. Super nice guys. And before we got in the venue, we were walking to get in line with our shirts we made, because we made Sleeping with Siren shirts. I couldn't find it if you wanted to see it, but we made shirts, and we're walking, and we passed the buses, and Kellen was just coming out of the van, and he's like, sup ladies, and we're all like, that was Kellen Quinn, and we pretty much freaked out right there. So I think that was, and then after the show, we waited outside, and Kellen was coming, and Kellen came out with like security around him, and he was like, yeah, I'll be back, and we're like, okay, and then we waited for over an hour outside in the cold, and they opened the van door and was like, Kellen's sick, and then they left, and there was only like 6 of us there, and he couldn't even come out to meet us, and I was really upset for waiting that long, but I was like, whatever. So I guess there's a kind of a story for him being kind of mean. And then I don't think I went to another show till Warped, and at Warped, I went with my friend Sarah and my cousin Tia. Sarah is fucking awesome. We met PTV, SWS, I met the Silver Comet, and I got Jack, from All Time Low's guitar pick signed. So the first thing we had to go was go buy merch. And we bought Sleeping with Sirens merch first. And we didn't know they were giving out, like, tickets, so we heard someone talking about them, and we went back, and there was only about 7 tickets left to meet them, and we were one of the last few to get them, which we're really lucky, because you had to buy something to meet them, and we already bought it, and we almost didn't get to meet them, which would have been really sad. And then we went to go buy PTV merch, and then we pre-ordered their CD to meet them, which is pretty amazing. And then, you know how you're just walking around Warped Tour and people will just pass out random stuff to you? I got the Silver Comet sticker. They were a band that was playing. And I asked the dude, I'm like, are they in the band? And he was like, yeah. So I go up there, I'm like, hey, can you guys sign my sticker? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I got them to sign my sticker. And they gave me another one because I thought they ruined it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I almost lost my Pierce the Veil signing ticket. And Sarah said that if I would have lost it, she would give me hers because she knows how much I love them. True best friend right there. And then while we were meeting Sleeping with Sirens, just going down the line, and I get to Kellen, and I was just, like, shocked. I couldn't say anything. I was smiling. And then Jesse was last, and I told him, I like your anime tank, and he was like, thanks, I like yours too. I'm like, that just totally made my day. And then the Pierce the Veil signing came up, and while we were waiting in line for that, my cousin comes up to us, and she was like, I just got a signed guitar pick from a band. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, there was something low, like all-time low, and she said, yeah, there was like a whole bunch of like screaming girls, and I didn't know why. And I was really confused. I walked past the band members, and he just handed me, like, 3 picks, and he signed one of them. I'm like, and I got the pick, but I kind of lost it. I would have showed you guys, but I'm sorry. I kind of lost it. But once I find it, I'll probably post a picture on Twitter. I think I have a picture on my old cell phone of it, but yeah, and she gave me that. And then while we were meeting we're meeting Pierce the Veil, Vic was the first one, and the girl that was announcing the rules said no hugs. I'm like, how could you go up there and not ask for a hug? And so my cousin was like, people are up there taking pictures. I'm like, are you serious? So I get up there, and I'm like, can I get a hug? And Vic is like, oh yeah. And there was like this bar, and then a little space, and then the table, so it was kind of an awkward hug. But yeah, he gives pretty awesome hugs. And then my friend behind me was, Vic, what about my hug? So he gave her a hug, and then I talked with Tony and Mike, and I was like, I'll be at your show later. And they were like, I'll be looking for you in the crowd. Really hope they saw me. Probably didn't, but there's always a hope. And then when we hugged them, a guy that was standing behind us, he was like, they're hugging Vic. That was pretty sweet. All the guys are super nice. And then when I went to the Clyde with the Sky show, Pierce the Veil were doing a signing at Mall of America. So on November 10th, I went to that, and the signatures are right here. Those are my sisters, and those are mine. So that was pretty exciting. And then while we were waiting in line for that, they were over an hour late. Pretty self-explanatory, I guess, but yeah. Well, and it was on the second level of Mall of America, because it's like 5 level. It's a 5-level mall. And we were on the second level by Tilly's, waiting in line, and we were like, there was me and a couple other friends, and we're like, would it be really mean if we just pointed and say, oh my god, it's Kellen Quinn? So we did that, and we got so many fangirls freaking out and crying because we said we saw Kellen Quinn when he wasn't even there. I really wish we would have got that on videotape because it was fucking hilarious, and we felt like such bitches, but it was so worth it. And then while we met them, I was so nervous. I was shaking, and I couldn't even handle it, and I wrote them all letters, and I made us all friendship bracelets, all the same bracelets. I even have one, but I don't have it on right now. And I gave them all ring pops, and I asked them to marry me, and Jaime was first. And I was like, I handed him his letter and his ring pop. I'm like, will you marry me? And he was like, what's your name? And I said Amber, and he said, of course I will, Amber. And I put the biggest smile on my face. Next was Tony. And I'm like, will you marry me? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yes. 2 down, 2 to go. So I asked Mike, I give him his letter, will you marry me? And he's like, yes. And then I give Vic his. And I said, will you marry me? He's like, this is for me. Of course I will. I'm like, totally just made my day. I got autographs from all of them, and it was truly amazing. And then my friend, which is Mexican, Asesina, she came with us, and she was like, Vic, will you say something in Spanish? And he told her she was pretty amazing for her. She got really excited because that was her first time ever. I took her to her first show and to meet her first like famous band. I think she really liked it. And then later at the show, it's pretty self-explanatory. I met some really cool people in line. Met some cool people at the show. I got 2 t-shirts, a Sleeping with Sirens and a Pierce the Veil one. And then after that was pretty much it. If you ever get to go see a band like Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil, Mayday Parade, anybody, go do it, because maybe they won't come around for a really long time and you will regret it if you don't go see them. Kind of like at Mayday Parade at Warped Tour, we got really hot, so we sat down, and I missed Mayday Parade, and I was super upset, and now I really wish I would go see them, because I got really into them the past couple months, and I really wish I would have, but I didn't. So yeah. And so yeah, what do you guys think about the Warped Tour lineup so far? Are any of you guys going? Any of you get your ticket? Me and my sister got our tickets the first day they came out, so we paid like $24 for them.
You want to see what Mike posted on Instagram?
No.
It's a bowl. It's like, meet Seymour. It's like an eye like this.
Oh my
So I'd show you.
Okay.
It's a bowl.
Sweet.
I smoke weed on it, if you didn't know.
Okay. I know what that is. That's my sister. But yeah, that's my sister that, Kellen Quinn followed on Twitter. Pretty exciting. When I found that out, I was in lunch at school, and I basically started crying, and I was like freaking out. All my friends were laughing at me, but they don't get it of when a famous person will follow your sister on Twitter. But yeah, the day that Kellen Quinn replied to me, I basically freaked out, and I basically like started crying because he actually noticed me, but he didn't follow me, which is okay because I got a reply. So really good. And everyone was so happy for me, and I'm glad that I got a reply from him. And, someone wanted to know, how did I find about the bands that I listen to now? Actually, there was this one person I met over the internet, and I started texting him. He was super cute. His name was Mikey. And he turned into a really big douchebag, so we don't talk anymore. But he, told me Sleeping with Sirens was his favorite band. So I'm like, okay, I'll look him up. And this was, like, back in 7th grade. I'm like, okay, I'll look them up, and then I was like, yeah, they're kind of okay, not like my kind of stuff, and I started listening to them more, and I started really liking them. I had late nights on YouTube, so I was just, like, going through, like, looking at a whole bunch of bands. I kept going to related videos, so that's basically how I found the bands I listen to now. And, yeah, so, how'd you find the bands you listen to now? I would like to hear some of your guys' band stories, or of who you see live, down in the comments, because I think that would be pretty sweet, because I want to know what my followers and stuff are up to. So please tell me some of your band stories. I would love to hear them, or you can tweet me them. I would love that. And thank you for anyone that's going to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you too much, so I know I can be pretty boring, but yeah, thank you all. Bye.